Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we have a couple of things to look at. We did get a hotfix with the new beast who looks like an absolute savage. This thing, I could be wrong. I'm often wrong about things on my first impression, but this thing looks absolutely nuts in my opinion. I think he's going to be very, very popular and it is a new design, which is cool. And also, speed up your game. He flaps really hard. That's pretty cool. But we'll go through his skills in a second, because probably the biggest thing that I'm most excited about is that since my last video that I made, the AFK Arena team did put out their official patch notes video, the patch highlights video on their channel. And the greatest thing about this is that we have here, I don't think I have audio on this, but you can see the most recommended one is... Adventurers can redeem the free skin by participating in the Lost Sigils. So, that is huge for me. I said I just hoped that the Mishka skin was going to be free to play. And yes, it is. That is absolutely fantastic. So, we're going to get the Lost Sigils. When that drops, I don't know, because I don't actually see it on the calendar here. If we go to the event calendar, I thought we'd see the Lost Sigils. Unless I'm blind... I don't actually see it on the calendar, so I could be wrong, but nonetheless, it is coming. We will get the Lost Sigils, and the Mishka skin will be free. Sorry, still struggling with this cold that I'm trying to shake, but the Mishka skin will be free, which is fantastic. And if you do miss it, then, well, there's the 3 ways to get it. Free through the event, which I will definitely be doing on all my accounts because it's Mishka, and, you know, we love Mishka here. And then also... if you don't get, you can get it at the discount if you just want to buy it. But then also in the future, if you did miss this period, you can buy it at the full price, which is cool because it's a wicked skin. I absolutely love it. I'm really happy about the free-to-playness of the Mishka skin. I know others won't care as much, but hey, I am pretty stoked for it. So basically, I was going to spend on my free-to-play account just to get it. So now I don't have to, and I can stay free-to-play. So let's jump over here. Let's check out the owl because I think this guy looks absolutely nuts. We'll bounce around and look at it in order that you unlock, being 0, then we'll bounce over to 3, then to 6, then to 9, then to 12, then to 15, then to 18. You guys know how it is. The beasts are a bit funny with these. But this is at level 0. This is like just getting 1 copy. The Flutterplume Owl generates a time zone in the area most concentrated with heroes. Just heroes in general, allies or enemies. Dealing damage equal to 330% of its attack rating to the enemies among them, and changing... the time flow of the area for 8 seconds. The duration of most buffs on allied heroes in the zone is prolonged by 20%, while for most buffs on the enemy heroes in the zone, their duration is reduced by 20%. That is nice. If that's all it had at base, it'd be good. But then also, while an allied hero deals damage to an enemy hero, the Flutterplume Owl receives additional beast energy. So we get that awesome effect, and we also get the beast energy generation effect, all from just having 1 copy. This is what I really love, that they've done the changes to the beasts, because now this is a really cool beast to just pick up early in the game. Just get that 1 copy. Like, it has a lot to its kit, and I mean, an extension of 20% of your buffs. Like the brain dead didn't put too much thought into it. Part of me goes, you know, something like Ulna, just going simple, you know, getting the invincibility. But there are so many buffs in the game, and I feel like this could have a really good effect, especially when we look at further skills that he gets. So that's the 1 copy. Now the level 3 passive. The Flutterplume Owl surveys enemies constantly in the battlefield, while increasing the insight of all allied heroes by 10 points and the damage they deal by 18%. I don't know if this is like every once in a while it flies out and that's when you get it, or whether it's like a permanent thing, because a permanent 18% just for having it at level 3 sounds nuts. So I could be reading this wrong. So take that with a grain of salt. Let me know what you guys think that means. I feel like it's going to be like periodically you get that buff when it comes out and does the surveying, but who knows. Then after that, the next one we're going to get is going to be the level 6, another passive. At certain intervals, the Flutterplume Owl renders the allied hero who has dealt the highest cumulative damage briefly immune to control effects, while increasing their tenacity for the next 5 seconds, and the tenacity increase is 30 points. So, honestly, a bit of immunity, not too bad. Like, nice little buff all from a beast. Like, that's the thing about all these effects. Like, This is just coming from a beast. Like, this isn't a main hero that you're putting in here. These effects are insane. Let's go to the next one, which is level 9. Let's expand it. If an allied hero stays in the time zone for 3 seconds, they are immune to damage and control effects for the next 2 seconds. Now, it's only 2 seconds, but like the whole game is built around damage immunity. So, I mean, it's pretty solid. And I'd be curious to see the timing of something like Ulna's to see, you know, maybe with the, by the time he actually gets his ult off, it'd be cool if like this just extended, like one, he's extending duration of Ulna's, and then by the time he ults, then Ulna's been in there with the hero, and they just basically get like a massive invincibility from the Ulna thing. That would be cool. Also, this is just something else that I'm thinking. We don't know what the interaction is with like the activation of these abilities. I'm just going to use Ulna because it's a simple example. But normally Ulna uses her ability, it's there for a set time, and then after a certain set period, she will use it again. Now, the duration of the buff being increased, I don't think that will affect when the units use that buff again. So it means the downtime should be really squished. So I'm really keen to see how this owl works because it sounds broken if all these things work the way I think they will. This effect can only be triggered up to 1 time each allied hero every 20 seconds. So the 20-second thing is needed in this ability, but still really, really incredible ability. Then we move on past that. We go to level 12 and we expand this out. Level 12. The duration of most buffs for the allied heroes. So this goes up to 30% and 30%. Then if an enemy stays in the time zone for 3 seconds, they will be frozen in time for 2 seconds. This effect can only be triggered 1 time on an enemy hero each time zone and cannot be used against a boss. So each time the bird does the ult in that time zone, if they're in there for 3 seconds, they can get stunned for 2 seconds. I believe when it says frozen in time, it just means that's basically just a stun and a CC, standard CC. I don't think it's like a banish or anything where they can't be targeted. It feels like it's just going to be like a standard stun / freeze / whatever. So once again, another insane effect. Like this owl has so much. Then let's jump over into the level 15 unlock. And that is going to be after the Flood of Plume Owl uses chrono control 3 times in a single battle, the remaining duration of the battle will be prolonged by 5 seconds, can trigger once per battle. Now, I don't know if this is going to give it like boss viability. I don't think so. I think there's better options for bossing, but I mean, it would give you 5 seconds more to kill a boss, but also it's going to be handy for some teams in some certain situations. I don't think this is the greatest effect, but you know, we're in wild territory here anyway, so we're not too stressed on it. But let's jump over here. Unless there's something I'm missing, you guys let me know. And then at level 18, the duration of the time zone is prolonged to 10 seconds, while the haste of allied and enemy heroes in the zone is further increased by 40 points and decreased by 40 points respectively. So yeah, your team gets 40 haste points and the enemy team loses 40 haste points. Like I said, this is a pretty crazy bird with a lot of effects, but the thing that makes me the most excited is that just at a single copy, you're getting some pretty good effect out of it that can be fairly useful. So you guys let me know what you think. Like I said, I think it's a pretty cool bird. But yeah, we'll have to wait and do some testing. We'll definitely do some testing maxed out on chiasma and stuff like that. But bird equals good in my opinion at this stage. And free-to-play Mishka skin is just the icing on the cake. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.